Smith, aka Alaska, outfielder, was Jacob was he moved here before his junior year from Alaska. That's hence the really creative nickname by the guys. But Jacob, I will say this: Jacob is a fiery competitor. We figured that out the first week of baseball when he popped up in the infield and he ran over our first baseman right in the first baseline. I told him I love the fire, but we got to be a little bit smarter with our teammates. But honestly, that's kind of a funny story. But that's how Jacob was, man. He was 100 miles an hour everywhere. And offensively, we were trying to. He swung, man. When he got up there, he didn't get cheated, but we were trying to teach him, to have an offensive approach at the plate, and he was starting to figure it out. I think a good memory of mine last year was we were in the Bend tournament on a Sunday, and the Sunday I was just trying to get everybody some playing time. We had a big roster that weekend, and Jacob was like the only older guy in the lineup, so he was hitting the middle of the lineup, and I think he kind of got excited about the opportunity to try to kind of be the leader that day. And his first at bat, couple guys on, he drove a ball to right center, ran through the stop sign at second base and comes barreling into third base, and I couldn't help but to laugh, and he got up with the biggest smile on his face, and that was a cool moment for me. I think Jacob was competing for an outfield spot this year, and he was a big physical kid, strong guy. He was a wrestler, football guy, three-sport athlete, just his competitiveness would have been a big part of our team this year, and I was looking forward to his senior year. I think Jacob just got a job at Par Lumber, he told me a couple of days ago, so I'm excited for him to get into the workforce. I think he's considering culinary school next year as well. So a man of many talents, and we'll miss you, Jacob. Best of luck in the future.
Jacob Smith. First thing that comes to my mind is just fearless. That's how he played the game. He was always passionate about it, but it was a fearless style of play. Just like on the base paths, I would give no signs in the summer, at least like no steal sign. There's always green light, and he was like the only guy that would always take it. And I don't think he ever read the pitcher's moves or anything. He just did it first time. But more often than not, he'd make it, and it was just a cool reminder because we talked to guys about base running and trying to be aggressive early, and he was like a prime example of that, and we used that a lot when we talked about base running because it's just a lot of fearlessness, and love that style of the game, and he kind of would kickstart things for us in the summer like that with just random games. He would go into his fearless mode and kind of jumpstart the energy with the guys, and then it would go collectively to the rest of them, and so I really enjoyed watching him play, and he was a great part of our team, and he was going to help us a lot this year in different situations because he was so versatile in his skill set, and so really excited to see what's in store for Jacob in the future, and we're going to miss him.